What's going on, everyone? It's Discord Friday. Thank you guys for joining the channel. If you're new to the channel, guys, join Discord. Link in the description below. Post your work over there. If you post enough of your work, I'll do a video specifically for you. Now, I know a lot of places are not allowed phones in the warehouse, but guys, if you're close to losing your job, what do you got to lose? That's what I say. So if you're getting close to losing your job because you're not making those percentages, you're not making those goal times, start snapping pictures of your work, post them on Discord, and I'll put a video out for you, and hopefully I can help you. If you guys want to subscribe, do all that crap, thumbs up, comment, and if you guys want to help to support the channel by donating to Venmo, I appreciate it. So let's get on to the first picture. Now, this one I posted on Discord, and I just wanted to prove my point. I took this out of my warehouse. If you run bags, these big dog food bags should always be the length, not the width of the pallet. When you run it the width, you leave yourself a small corner and you have yourself a weak corner, okay? Not only are we hanging off the pallet, but we got ourselves a weak corner. We're hanging off the pallet at least a couple inches over here. So what does that result in? Broken dog food bags going onto the truck. There's a very good chance that the top of these bags get ripped open and the store's not gonna be able to use them. All right, so this one right here is from one of our newer Discord members and one of our newer selectors. I want to say great work for being a new selector. I want to point out a couple things that I don't like in here, and that is the gaps. Too low on our pallet to be having big gaps like this. Is it going to go anywhere? No, I don't think so. We got nice bridges going over here. Your Yahoo tied in real nice, but even still, I know why you kept it like this, because you stayed level. I've put out a video in the past, being level at all costs is not the way to go. It looks good. I don't mind your use of the slip sheet. I would have just turned these cases in and I would have filled in the gaps. So you're looking to be level at all costs, and it could get you in trouble in the future. So just watch your holes. These ones on here aren't bad, but these two big gaps down that low on the pallet, I'm not a fan of, so just something to keep in mind. But other than that, you're building excellent pallets. All right, guys, another one. This is Cold Wolf, I believe. Man, your pallet looks identical to mine. Like, this is literally what my end product will look like after I was done building a pallet. Cold Wolf, great job. Guys, it could be done, all right? When I show you my work at the end of this video, tell me that I could not have put one of these. I could have put this on my group of front pictures at the end of the video. So at the end of the video, I'm going to show you a bunch of pictures from Dry Goods, all the front of my pallets, and then I'm going to show you all the back of my pallets, and I want you to look for similarities. But this could have easily been thrown on my front group, and you wouldn't even known. Cold Wolf builds exactly like me. So right here, great looking pallet. I don't like using Huggies as a base, but obviously I'm backing under this stuff. You know, if I'm getting 50 Huggies, I'm backing under them, all right? The only thing I want to point out on this pallet is this right here. Guys, this is the concept of that touch it once mentality. All I want you to do is just move that can. Move the can out of the way and drop your big case right down on that corner. Solves the problem. All done. Your case isn't going to bend. We don't have much weight in the gap, but it's still a possibility of damaging the case, or even a case in the future if you continue to do this. My theory would be just to move the cans and drop this straight down and put the cans on top of that case and the story. Or you could have took this case right here and put it in there. This case might be just a little bit higher than this case, or maybe even. But I'd rather not fill the hole in, because this case isn't serving a purpose right here, but it would be serving a purpose if it was right underneath there, and it would be help supporting that case. So just keep that in mind. All right, guys, you know where we're going to go with this one. You build. I think I know who posted this, and I know you build good pallets, but this is where I really hate slip sheets. I mean, we got a nice solid boxes here that I think we could have done this a lot better. I just don't know, guys. I would love to know. This is the perfect example that I always talk about when we're hovering cases. Now we're hovering a lot of cases over nothing. I would love to know, when this pallet gets to the store, is it going to make it? Is the slip sheet buckled down, and is it all falling over? I have no idea. But I don't like slip sheets, and I really don't like slip sheets whenever we're hovering cases over nothing. If this gap was minute, it would be a different story. But this is a huge gap of nothing with a decent amount of weight on top of it. So I'm not a fan. All right, guys, another produce palette, like to throw them on. Be simple, guys, when you're doing this stuff. All the open boxes, keep them the same direction. Do not try tying in these boxes. These boxes, you want to column stack. If you try tying in these boxes, you're going to get dips all over the place. You're never going to be level. And a lot of these grapes and stuff, they have little tabs on the end where they actually lock into place. So they're not going to slide all over the place. So it actually makes your column very sturdy. But please keep the 5 block going and always keep your open boxes column stacked like this. All right, guys, this one here, I think Jeremy took a picture of this one. Now, I don't know what's going on with this back corner or on the other side of the palette because we don't have a picture of it. But what an easy fix, man. All right, so we got these open boxes. Well, guess what? 2 of these boxes facing in on top of there, problem solved. Guys, just use your heads, all right? You should never, ever, ever put a box into a side of an open container, especially like tomatoes and stuff like that. Now, if these are the corns, you could probably get away with it because the corns are a little bit easier to stack on. They're harder. They're not going to damage as much. But guys, these 2 boxes, take the leafy greens out, take these 2 brown boxes and face them inwards on top of there, and your problem solved. You could have done the same thing over here. Problem solved. All right. You should just be creative, guys, and this could have easily been fixed. All right, guys, so the last palette I want to look at is this one right here. Now, we got a lot of columns going on, but it's not a bad palette. It's a very nice looking palette, but this I don't like. I don't like it at all. Way too much weight hanging into a gap. Look how we're getting this lean going here. So by the time this gets to the store, I mean, this whole column is leaning because of this. So let's say it gets to the store and somebody cuts the wrap from the front of the pallet or from the other side, and then they start throwing the wrap off, and this whole column is just going to fall because once you release the shrink wrap, all this pressure is just going to continue pushing that corner over. So I have a feeling that if they're not wary of this at the store, that this whole entire column could fall over when they cut the wrap. What would I have done different? These Milos are a square case. If I would have put that Milos down first, I would have shot it out of there. I would have moved it, and I would have dropped 2 of these cases down side by side. They would have fit perfect right there. Remember, you want a strong perimeter on your pallet. We want these in the middle. We don't want them on the outside. Take the Milos out, drop 2 of your cases down. You would have been perfect. You would have been able to put that Milos up at a later time. If I have to move that Milos twice, I'll move it twice. I don't care. I'll toss it up on top of my Simply, and I'll toss it up over here if I have to. Just because it comes in the order of the way you're selecting does not mean it should be first. So that's my theory on this. All right, guys, now I'm going to disappear for a second. Remember what I said about Cole's picture. You can add it right into mine. So I'm going to show you all different fronts. Now, why am I showing you this stuff? I want to show you similarities. So, guys, you can sit there, you can blow these up, and you can start looking through my orders. These are all dry goods orders. Just look through them and look at the similarities with the small cases in the middle, all the cases pointing in, 2 of something pointing back. So look at that, and we're going to go right on to the back of my pallets. And as you can see right here, guys, here is the back of a lot of my pallets. Top left corner with the Cheerios and all the white boxes. You can see I column stacked all the way up. I'm not forcing tie-ins, guys. Those white boxes that you see in the top left corner, they were nice big flat boxes that were able to give me a nice solid corner. It's just the way it is. Now, the back of the second picture to the left, where you can see all the 2 liters on the top, I personally put those up there because my second base was a lot of unevenness. So I figured I'd get those 2 liters out of my hair and throw them up on the top of my pallet. And as you can see, the rest of them, pretty similar stuff, guys. I just want to show you some similarities between the back and the front of my pallets. All right, guys, that's it for this Discord Friday. Remember, guys, post your pictures over on Discord and you can be on a future Friday. And remember, guys, whenever I critique your work during these videos, it does not mean I'm right and you're wrong. It's just something, I'm just saying what I would do differently. That's all, guys. If it's working for you, stick with it. I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day.